Yeah. RCB will ask, Sala Cup Namde. They won the WPL few months ago, and now they're entering the 2026 IPL as defending champions. Welcome back to One Pitch Catch. It's been a while since we spoke. We're going to try and do a quick IPL preview. The IPL starts this Saturday, is it? Yeah, 28th. And we're not going to go through each team. That's going to be too time consuming, but we'll try and give an overall picture of what we see. Ganesh, how have things been? What do you think about RCB's chances at making a double? They'll probably be the only team to do a double.
Double, yes. But already they got a hat trick over the last 3 years with WPL,
Yeah.
IPL, and WPL. But
So in a sense, they already had the double,
yeah. Uh,
women and men.
Currently, I mean, not in the same year, but right
Yeah,
now,
correct.
both
That's
men and women are holding it actually. It's not the same year though. But still, I think RCB's chances are still good. I mean, if you go, I mean, like you said, we don't have to go into each team, but Phil Salt's form is a little up and down. It's not as same as the last year, but they have a good replacement in Jacob Bethel for that. In spite of the batting being taken care of it to a certain extent, I think the major the hurdle for them would be missing Josh Heselwood, Jaga, because he is injured and nobody knows when he's going to come back or if he's going to make an appearance in this IPL. Because almost for 4 or 5 months he's not had any competitive cricket, I think, because he was missing from Ashes and the small here and there cricket that Australia played in between Ashes and the T20 World Cup and also the T20 World Cup, of course. So he's been completely missing in action with this injury. So I am not sure how that will. I think it will affect RCB's chances majorly, though they have backup bowlers to cover for it, but still it would be a big gap to fill.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of bowling firepower missing this, especially quick bowling firepower missing this IPL. I mean, there's Harshit Rana fully ruled out. Then who Sam Curran, I believe, is also ruled out. I mean, he's not express paced, but still counts among those fast medium bowlers. Then Nathan Ellis is out, and then a couple of other bowlers are also out. Then you have an entire Australian contingent is basically like almost like a conditions apply Mary. They may come in, they may come in at the start, they may come in midway through. Yep, there's no finality around it. Like, what do you make of this? Like, it first, what is the deal with this injury list? Is it all like, how come all of these are happening just before the IPL and after they've been selected?
See, and also see, like you say, the entire Australian contingent is affected. They might join late and all those things. There is one team, KKR, whose entire pace bowling is completely injured. I think Akash Deep is injured, Harshit Rana is injured, Pati Rana is injured. Mustafizur
Yeah.
was pulled out for other reasons.
Ah,
So I mean, though they have got a Muzarabani
Muzarabani is back.
as
Yeah.
replacement for him, but still, I don't know if there is anybody going to bowl pace in KKR. I think they can open with
Yeah.
Varun and Sunil Narayan, but still
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of I think KKR is majorly affected with all these injury pullouts, but I don't know how this works, Jaga, because with BCCI being strictly implementing that after registering for the auction and getting picked and then last minute pull out, they have made a 2 year ban, which Harry Book went through, and
Yeah. Correct.
it has happened. But now this joining late, I don't know how this is. I think BCCI. I am sure BCCI is going to come up with something for the next before the next auction. I mean, of course, they can be paid on a pro rata basis and all those things,
Yeah.
but still, it doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't solve the
Ah,
problem. Missing Stark or missing Hazelwood or missing
or
Cummins. I
Cummins.
mean,
Cummins was captain.
Cummins was captain now. So all those things is not just paying him pro rata is not going to help. I mean, the coming to the
Yeah.
first half of the tournament, if you go down the table, it's very difficult to catch up and get up there. Now with 10 teams especially. So I think BCCI will come up with this for a clause for joining late. Also, I strongly feel, and also with Cummins, Hazelwood, and Stark. I have a feeling that there is a Cricket Australia play in this also, Chaga, because all of them.
Maybe for Cameron Green also. Like he's supposed to, I mean, he's supposed to be an all-rounder. He should have registered in the all-rounder quota, but I think he said his manager registered him as a batsman.
Hmm.
Maybe that's one way of managing his bowling also.
Yeah. So, and then, I mean, I don't know whether he's going to bowl or not. And so they always, I mean, I personally feel KKR would be done. I mean, would be happy if he doesn't bowl. I mean, would be lucky not to bowl because the way he bowls in T20 is not that great. But generally, there is a Cricket Australia play. I feel because Hazelwood is being protected, Stark is protected. Now with Hazelwood not being able to represent Australia also for 4 5 months, I think Cricket
Correct. Yeah.
Australia will be even more careful about letting
Yeah.
Stark and Cummins play. So that is one thing.
Right.
And Lockie Ferguson, I am very surprised. Again, Lockie Ferguson suddenly he says he's prioritizing spending time with his family and newborn. I mean, if the newborn is there in March, in December when the auction happened, you know that, right? Suddenly, between
Yeah.
December and March, the child isn't born. So those kind of things, I think the franchises also would be unhappy about these things. I am sure BCCI is going to come up with more stringent rules for the other coming
Yeah.
options also. I feel, Jaga, and
Yeah.
even
And I would,
and there is
I
also
hope the franchises support.
Another Australian fast bowler who's very good for T20, Nathan Ellis.
Yes.
So I mean, Australia play him in
Injury.
every T20 game. So he is also pulled out on injury. So I am starting to doubt the Cricket Australia play here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like you said, Lockie Ferguson should have known in advance that he would prioritize, unless the idea of prioritizing after a baby's born came suddenly to him, which is highly unlikely. Worst case, he would have seen Matt Henry do it during the T20 World Cup. That's where probably when he realized, oh, okay, I need to support them or something like that. But I think Cricket Australia has done this in the past. They generally tend to wrap the bowlers in cotton wool, especially in these kind of tournaments. I mean, Stark, for example, didn't play the IPL for so many years, right? But
Yes.
what I would love to see is the franchises support any sort of BCCA move around this, right? You don't want the franchises to be completely selfish because saying, hey, I'll get Cummins for it, even if it's like 5 or 6 games, I'll be okay with it because he'll do definitely have an impact. I hope the franchises are also on the same page with the BCCI around it because they need to, right? They're planning and see, as it is, you're getting coaches like 2 weeks in advance, 3 weeks in advance. Now, maybe that's the solution, right? Don't have the auction like 3 months in before the IPL starts. Do it 2 weeks before. Anyway, you're getting your bunch of coaches together, like the new ones. Your core coaching staff is still the same. Then you get your players 2 weeks before. By then, people know whether they're going to be in or out. Worst case, somebody pulls out literally 2 days before. It will be for proper medical reasons, not that they suddenly had a baby. So in that sense, maybe it makes sense to have the auction a lot more closer to the actual start date.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. That would be a great solution to avoid all this last minute pullouts. I think just
Yeah.
having the auction 2 or 3 weeks before the event is a good idea. I'm sure BCCI are not happy with the number of pullouts
Yeah.
this year. I mean, in fact, it was happening in the last 2 years. That's why they implemented this 2 year
Yeah.
ban. Now again, they're faced with another hurdle which they have to overcome. I'm
Now
sure.
it's a different type, right? See, nobody's pulling out for the full year, full season.
Yes,
Very
yes.
tactical. Okay, I'll play for, I'll show up for the last 4 matches or something like that. When you have missed 10 matches, so that kind of is going to be a little interesting to see how they. But I think one other thing which you observed is that a lot of teams seem to be now trying out different luck options. Maybe they have changed some jersey colors or something like that, hoping that they will all become like RCB and win with red. What have you observed?
Generally, if you see, no, that the blue was the predominant color. All teams, almost all teams, I should not say all. I mean, because KKR and CSK have always have been away from blue. Everybody have been blue, blue, blue. Maybe somebody can answer how many shades of blue are there in IPL. Every shade will be there, but now the teams are tending to move towards red that way. There are all
Yeah,
possible combinations of reds are there. Even there is a lot of red in Delhi. In Lucknow also has
right.
gone to Delhi in red. And of course, uh, Kings 11 always had this. Punjab Kings always had the red. Now they've
Correct. Yeah,
introduced a blue into that red also. This year, the jerseys are really looking very. Like you said, Jaga, I
reddish.
also feel that they are looking at the luck factor of these colors. I feel, and there is
Reminds
also
me,
a team
right?
which
I
has
think if you
changed logo
see
also.
in the 90s and 2000s, you had England, Sri Lanka, India, and maybe at least one other team in various shades of blue for the limited overs jerseys. It's kind of getting to that stage. where, and then I think in 2007 you had Bermuda also was playing in dark blue or something like that. It was just getting ridiculous.
I mean, Afghanistan still plays in a blue and
Afghanistan also.
blue red. I mean, I think what you're wearing now is more like Afghanistan
Yeah.
colors.
So yeah,
So
anyway, that's
amidst
about
all
it.
this,
Anything else?
no, LSG has tried to change logo also for their luck, I think.
Oh, okay.
LSG has a new logo with an elephant, an African elephant at that.
African elephant. Okay, okay.
So I think
Interesting, interesting choice.
so they have Aiden Markram in the team, right? So
Maybe. Yeah, but I mean, they're based out of Uttar Pradesh, which
hmm.
has a lot of forests. I'm sure they can find Asian elephants there rather they've chosen. Maybe Sanjeev Goenka fought with a Asian
Indian.
elephant. I don't know.
So I don't know how
Anyway.
these logos also work. Hmm.
Great. So that's about it in terms of this wrap. We'll come back again as the tournament progresses. Maybe we'll try and do something prior to that as well. Until then, thanks a lot for your time. Please do keep watching, following, subscribing, leave your comments. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.